Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for the 26th and the 27th of February 2022. Get me with the date. Thank you very much. Moon in Capricorn on Saturday and Capricorn Aquarius on Sunday. A very fine moon, that Capricorn. So we can look forward to getting stuff done. No cats today. We are catless. I don't know where Leia is actually. I have a feeling she's kind of sat underneath a warm car. Yes, and Valentine is on the heated blanket downstairs, like spread-eagled like this in a real, yes. Tarot, I don't think so. Check out your monthly forecast for March. Those are in the description box below. Okay, 1200 fun, random and interesting facts to win trivia. Have any of you won trivia with my facts or with Scott Matthews' facts? If you have, let me know. Okay, in ancient Greece, an apple used to be thrown at someone to symbolically declare your love. In Greek mythology, the Greek goddess Eris, who I've never heard of actually, okay, Eris became discontented after she was excluded from a wedding. In revenge, she tossed a golden apple inscribed with "For the most beautiful one" into the wedding party. And at that point, it was claimed by Aphrodite and hence, ding, became a symbol for love. Wowzers. In Washington state, there is a serious growing problem that involves people leaving their bikes and even cars on ferries. It's a serious concern because ferry employees have to deal with the possibility that the passenger might have fallen overboard. Oh God, how do you deal with that? I want to know. Ew, we're not doing that one. Or that one. Some of these are a bit grisly, especially if they're for like boys and girls aged 12 to 15. Not for us, not with this breakfast. I don't think so. Okay, let's find one that isn't horrible. I suppose teenagers do like horrible things sometimes. George Foreman, and I'm not sure if that's the same man who made the grill, an Olympic gold medalist for boxing, had 5 sons who were all named George. How does that work? How does that work out? Okay, so we did that reading yesterday, which was very, wasn't it? I mean, God, I loved it. So I think today, what am I going to do? I'm going to do one of these. Might be a bit of an omelette today, actually. Got really bad allergies. I think it's the dust. I've replaced the curtains in this room. I know. And I don't know about you, but when you finally take down a pair of curtains, it's not a pretty sight, is it really? So it could just be that. Okay. We will have that one. I'm just going to have a quick looky-see on that actually. Din, 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 din. I'll tell you what it is in a sec. Okay. Cool. And, oh yes, we'll definitely have one of these. We'll definitely have Oracle of the House and Home by Zoe Jane. Love this. I can actually feel the dust flying around actually. What can one do? What can one do? Okay, one of these. Tower of the House and Home. I almost said House and Hound. Reminding me of Hugh Grant in was it not Four Weddings and a Funeral? The other one, Notting Hill, isn't it? And where are you from? Horse and Hound. Horse and Hound. Okay, oh, that's nice. That's very nice. It's obviously going to be one of those omelettes that you make when you've got a bit of a hangover, this one, where you're desperately hungry, trying not to vomit and throwing things around from the fridge that are all a bit curly, you know, that kind of an omelette, rather than I've whipped up an omelette and now I'm going to just grill some halloumi cheese inside and stick it under the grill. Never been my kind of omelette. Okay, cool. I'm going to get 2 of them. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yeah, someone. Yes, we will have one of these actually. One of these. Of course, let me know what you're having for breakfast. Let me know what you might be having for lunch or dinner or any snacks. I live through your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner and your snacks. Oh, wowzers. Ooh, Okay. Let's just start with these. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to be you watching me take hairbands off the cards and go, ooh, like that. So, Oracle of the House and Home, we get the home, which is quite interesting. So I'm assuming that the alternative to this would be the house. I remember being asked this in primary school. I remember the headmaster asking, what makes a house a home? And I remember being acutely embarrassed and putting my little hand up and going, love, remember that? And then thinking, did I get it wrong? No, I did not. Okay. I just want to see if there's anything that they're going to say here that we don't already know. No, exactly. Yeah. Fire, water, air and earth, the house belongs to you. It's a place to recuperate, create, make memories. Fill it with laughter, books, old furniture, trinkets, warm drinks and the company of interesting people. Yep. And dust and cat fur. The house will be good to you so long as you look after it. Okay. So, okay. This is the house, the home. Oh my God. Maybe there is some kind of dichotomy here between what makes a house a home. It could be that we have some issues here to do with housing, where you live or feeling comfortable in your own skin or in your own environment. Okay. The Astro Star Codes Tarot. God almighty. This is the worst omelette. 10th house, authority. So this is like how you go about your business, how you pay your bills, how you keep your structure safe, you know, whether you're, buying it, renting it, keeping it, borrowing it, doesn't matter. This is about your environment. There is a lot here about environment. And I feel like there may also be memories triggered about home. Could be childhood, usually is when it comes to home, that kind of thing. It feels like on a real hunch, it feels like there's something we need to know about the past to put a final brick into a wall that I don't really understand. Okay, we get here, these are Affairs of the Heart Oracle cards. Timing, divine timing and patience. And we also get fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. It could be that the person who had the most influence on your home life was a fire sign person. Or you could at the moment be dealing with somebody in a relationship of some kind, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. Okay. It's very important, if you can, to focus on abundance. This card is gorgeous, it's like a treasure trove, but it's also just a gentle reminder that sometimes, with all the will in the world, and I don't know why this is, it's like water finding the lowest point, that just sort of runs down a hill. Our brain will always find the most negative thing, the most difficult memory, the most negative, I suppose, is the only word I can find for it. And sometimes it's a bit like, going to the gym or doing any kind of exercise, unless you love exercise, which not many people do, but a few do. It's a bit like working out. You need to work out your abundance muscles. And this is about catching yourself in the negative and just surrounding yourself only in your close environment, in your home. And that can be like where you walk, not just your building that you live in. but your home environment when you're in the street, your personal space. Make sure you only surround yourself with people who deserve to be there and people who are kind. And that doesn't always mean people who are always nice to you and suck up to you. Oh God, yeah, it doesn't mean that. It just means people who are kind in general, rather than more spiteful. I'm getting a kind of spiteful, insecure, picking kind of a thing going on here. You don't need that in your life, particularly at the moment. This is about fostering, you know, the other day or the other week when we talked about that horrible thing where people do sourdough and they have the mother dough, you know, they have the mother thing, and there's this honking thing gets taken out of someone's cupboard and they go, my grandma had this is 80 years old, and it looks like something off Futurama, you know what I mean? It feels like we're growing that. We're growing our own mother lode. We're growing our own colony around us at the moment, which will become our home. And this extends to the home, so you may want to be doing decluttering, or you may want to be cluttering. You know, for some people decluttering really works. For other people, having familiar things around them really works. Whatever works for you, but it also extends psychologically to our boundaries, to our personal boundaries, to our borders, to who we allow in and who we don't. Because we have, if you look here, we've got authority and we've got the home. This is where we are supposed to have our ultimate authority. We say who comes in and who does not. Okay, we have that authority and no one else does. How's your omelette so far? I like this. Now then, yeah, let's have one of those, because I don't know where the book is for that at all. So that's good. And I know damn well that I don't know these cards particularly well. But that can make for a good surprise. So this is the bit where you reach in and find out some weird chili sauce that you've never tried that a friend gave you for Christmas, and you lob it into the omelette, and it's definitely that one. Oof. Bit reluctant. Ooh. And we get the hunter. One or two of you may have felt unsafe in your home environment at some point, and this may be coming back to you. It's that feeling of being, especially for people who are empaths and who are vulnerable, like deer, you know, that kind of animal, or a mouse, or something that's very in plain sight. This is a feeling of being, I suppose, a bit under attack, or just not, of being exposed, of being vulnerable. There's that feeling for you about home, and it feels like there is a need to close that down finally, or at least fence it off. Okay, let's have one more of these. Not that one. Oh, I like that. And with it, we get the sorcerer. This is about your own powers that you have learned. And when you were young, it might have been magical thinking, like la 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 la. But now magical thinking takes on a whole different ball game. Okay, back to abundance. You know, we have two choices, and very often we do err towards the negative. Make it good. Just for a day you can try it, or a couple of days. If you have thoughts coming into your head, just spin them in a good direction. This, I think, creates an almost kind of happy membrane around you, so that difficult people, the hunter, can't kind of breach it. Okay, it's the best kind of boundary. Happiness is the best kind of boundary. That's a slightly cheesy t-shirt, or could be a tea towel. I will let you decide. Anyway, there you go. A messy omelette for the weekend. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.